You go from faithful angel attendant to a mere guide based solely on what's convenient. Come to think of it, Whis, the Grand Minister to Zeno is your father, am I right?
Yes, my lord, that's true.
Angels are the most powerful beings in the universe. Their power is infinitely greater than that of a god of destruction, and they have mastered Ultra Instinct. They are so powerful that not even Zeno can affect them. However, this immense power unfortunately comes with a weakness: absolute neutrality. They cannot use their power in actual combat or intervene in mortal affairs. Doing so results in automatic erasure. No appeals, no Dragon Balls, no journey to the other world. They simply vanish from existence. In the upcoming season, we will see the young Angel Merus defy this angelic law to save Universe 7 from the terrifying villain Moro and witness what happens to him afterward. But Whis is different. He manages to use his angelic powers without punishment, repeatedly helping Goku and Vegeta and completely breaking the law of neutrality. Why does nothing happen to him? And what is the Grand Priest's true role when one of his children steps out of line? That is what we'll be discussing today. As you can see, this video is going to be epic, so please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos and can become part of the family. Now, grab a snack, something light so you don't gain weight, get comfortable, and come along with me.
Why, you'll all be done away with at the same time. Except for the angels, naturally.
Whis? Now what the hell makes you so special?
To understand Merus' sacrifice, we first need to understand the angelic mantra, absolute neutrality. Angels belong to neither the side of good nor the side of evil. They exist solely to guide and train the gods of destruction. Angels are forbidden from participating in actual combat. They can spar during training, certainly, but never with the intent to injure, defeat, or destroy an enemy for personal reasons. If an angel takes a side and uses their divine power to influence the outcome of a mortal battle, the laws of the universe instantly erase them. And that is precisely the risk Merus began to take when he decided to train Goku and eventually face Moro. When Moro invaded Earth, the situation seemed hopeless. Moro possessed the ability to copy his opponent's powers, including Goku's own Ultra Instinct. Witnessing the desperation of Goku, who had become his new disciple, having learned to activate Ultra Instinct on his own thanks to Merus, the angel made a drastic decision. He chose to break his vow of neutrality. Merus entered the battle. He did not do so out of malice, but because he had developed something his race had always tried to suppress: empathy and a sense of justice for mortals. Fully aware of the fate awaiting him, he used his angelic powers to seal away Moro's copying ability. In his final moments, he smiled at Goku and asked him to protect the galaxy he had come to love, a beautiful nod to Android 16. Merus was erased from existence, sparking a rage in Goku that finally triggered the complete Ultra Instinct. But if the rules are so strict, why was Whis never erased? After all, we've seen Whis rewind time by 3 minutes to save Earth after Frieza blew it up, and he's constantly healing warriors and subtly interfering. What's the secret? Well, it turns out Whis manages to work around these laws. When he rewinds time, he never attacks the villain directly. He simply alters the scenario so that the mortals do the work. Secondly, he always acts with Beerus's consent or under his orders. Since an angel's job is to assist their god in managing the universe, these actions count as technical support rather than a violation.
I possess the ability to turn back time. Occasionally, I must use it, like when my lord accidentally destroys our system's star. I manipulate the temporal dimension a little bit. Then I go back in time and bop him on the head before he has the opportunity to make his mistake.
And finally, Whis justifies these interventions as part of Goku and Vegeta's training. In the case of Earth's restoration, his justification was that it served as a lesson to the Saiyans about hesitation in combat. And the judge of all this is the Grand Priest, father to all the angels and Zeno's right-hand man. Daishinkan dictates the physical limits of his children's powers, such as the 3-minute restriction on Whis' temporal abilities, to ensure that none of them attempt to start a rebellion or disrupt the balance of the multiverse. I know many of you might find this absurd. After all, angels are pure. Despite their differing personalities, they harbor no malice in their hearts. Yet, the Supreme Kais aren't malicious either, and one of them still became corrupted. However, the Grand Priest also holds the power to absolve an angel who has broken the laws. After Moro's defeat, Whis went to Zeno's palace to plead for his brother's life. Recognizing the merit of Merus' intentions, the Grand Priest imposed an alternative punishment. He brought Merus back to life, but completely stripped him of his angel status and divine powers, turning him into an ordinary mortal human. It's tragic, isn't it? But at least he's alive. One very interesting thing I noticed here is the bond of brotherhood among the angels and Whis' concern for his younger brother, something rarely seen, yet it demonstrates that angels do possess feelings. As I mentioned earlier, however, they constantly try to suppress these emotions, masking them with an air of neutrality and indifference. We see the same dynamic among the gods of destruction. Beerus, for instance, was saddened by the loss of his brother during the Tournament of Power. Beneath all that bravado and imposing demeanor lies a barrier that can still be breached. the heart. The new Dragon Ball Super Saga has already been confirmed for 2027. We'll finally see the events of the Moro and Granola arcs, which take place after the Tournament of Power adapted for the anime. Moro is by far the most powerful enemy Goku has ever faced. He's a wizard who boosts his power by feeding on the life energy of living beings across the universe. He was a galactic patrol prisoner who managed to break out, and other dangerous prisoners escaped along with him. You'll see them later on. The key takeaway is that the anime won't just cover the Moro and Granola arcs, we'll also get an adaptation of the Broly movie, which is canon and takes place after the Tournament of Power, and a remake of the Beerus arc premiering this autumn. All signs point to a remake of the entire Dragon Ball Super series, from Resurrection F through the Goku Black arc. Of course, I have to be honest and say that last part hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's a real possibility. Here's the plan. Save this video and come back later to see if I got it right. Deal? Alright everyone, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell and smash that like button. Seriously guys, drop a ton of likes so YouTube shares this with as many people as possible. That's all for now. Sending you all lots of love, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.